We are happy to be here. We are happy to meet and see you and to be able to share information with you that you may share with others. The idea of the cycle of time in space that you call your year is a flexible measurement. We understand the term that you use to be your year, but we will talk about it in terms of cycles, movement, energy, vibration, and resonance. There is a major transformation going on what you know as your planet in this cycle that you refer to as a year, which doesn't necessarily start from the point that you have been told that it starts from, but we will start talking about it as if that is so. It really is a few months out of sync with the natural cycles of all of the measurements of light and dark and seasons that you experience in your biological nature. There is a strong feeling during this time of transformation, and there is a strong belief in this being a time of the beginning of a year, a 12-month period, and that sets in the collective mind, if you like, as a time for manifesting wishes and dreams and making resolutions, and this therefore alters the frequency at that time in the cycle so as to give the feeling that there is a new start. And this is a very powerful energetic momentum that is set off and is set to play, but it really is not anything to do, as we say, with the actual cycles of change between time and space. We can share to a degree some of the transformations, but this is really a personal, transformative, energetic time that then ripples out into the collective, and the collective then ripples it back into the individual. Therefore, it is a very powerful point, and there is, we would say, a node point available to make quantum leaps during this energetic time. And what we mean by a node point, it is a point of new beginnings where any trajectory can be taken, it can be seen, it can be a new start where you do not have to take negativity or anything that does not serve you with you, and you can walk onto a path unknown, in the sense that there is not a set map. You may not recognize the void, the new feelings, the emotions. If you manage to drop that which does not serve you at the node point, you are a powerful manifester of all that it is that you do prefer, using, of course, the mind and the thought processes, watching what beliefs do not benefit you any longer, and that you are the one that decides what it is you do and do not believe. Also, at this time, we can see great change in the belief systems in the collective consciousness, whereas it can be displayed as the dark input has no anchorage, it has no foundation anymore. Therefore, it is replaced with light. And light is what information is carried on and carried through. So there will be an abundance of new information relating to the betterment of the human condition on what it is you call your planet. Also, there will be very swiftly darkness seen and darkness dealt with, but we are not suggesting that it needs to be dealt with in a dark way. This isn't what utopia is made of. So we are looking towards not necessarily your man-made justice system, but we are looking towards the balance of the natural laws coming into play and not being inhibited, so that every can meet themselves. And in meeting oneself, one will have to review one's experiences. And this is what we know as the great balancing, and that can be referred to in some sense, in an archetypal sense, as Judgment Day. But this isn't about being bad to people that have been bad. This could be the complete opposite, and the ability to be able to focus in love instead of revenge or meting out the same treatment to the perpetrators as they have meted out is not necessarily going to bring utopia into play. Utopia will be where people trust the divine plan, if you like, though it is not a set plan. But that is one way of describing that things will play out, and where more light comes in, it will not bring in more darkness, and that means there will not be necessarily imprisonments or criminals that are revealed will not necessarily receive the punishments that people have been wishing on them, because it is a time to end that dense behaviour, and it is not going to be a time of bringing in more of that behaviour, which is what really you could say started the cycle of punishment and cruelty in its first instance. So we are moving away from that energy. So it is for the individual in their own everyday self and in their own unique thought processes to move away from the need to punish towards the empathic understanding that everything finds its right place in its right time within divinity. And that to move away from the idea of man-made systems and man-made beliefs towards universal occurrences and universal laws. And universal laws do not contain punishments. They contain more love and understanding for those that have behaved in nefarious ways. So yes, there is a transformation coming. It is here, and it can be tapped into with you, each individual uniquely impressing upon their own reality, creating their own reality, the realization that they are creating their own reality, to continuously move towards what it is you wish to experience. Thank you.